What's happening, guys? Welcome to RGHtechTv. This is Asus Max Pro M1, and today in this video let's see 15 plus best features which include hardware and software features, and I'll also let you know about some tips and tricks, some important tips and tricks. So make sure to watch this video till the end, and also make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And also, guys, complete list of specification and buying links are given in the description box below, so kindly check them out as well. Alright, so the first feature which I liked about this Asus Max Pro M1 is dual 4G Volte capability. So I'll quickly show you what it means. So if you go to settings and if you go to network, mobile network, you can see that under the advanced section you can set both the SIM cards to 4G capable. You can make them 4G capable. So advantage of this feature is, for example, I use Airtel and Jio SIM cards. Now if I disable the data from Jio, I can still make calls on Jio. So literally I can use two Jio SIM cards as well. So if you use one for data and other one can be used for making calls. So in other phones, in other for example in Redmi Note 5 Pro, that isn't possible. So if I disable data on Jio, then I cannot make calls on Redmi Note 5 Pro. That is, I cannot make calls through Jio SIM card. But it's not the same case with Asus. Even if you disable the data on Jio SIM card, you can still make the calls. So that's definitely a good thing, I believe. So it's also called as true 4G Volte or dual 4G Volte. So definitely this feature is handy according to me. Next is the portrait mode. So under the camera application, you do have portrait mode, and which gives you that DSLR kind of pictures. And after Redmi Note 5 Pro and after Mi A1, if there is any phone under budget segment which gets the portrait mode right, it's Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1. So definitely you do have perfect edge detection. Sometimes due to the shutter lag, the images are blurred, but by and large you'll get the perfect edge detection. So definitely it's worth considering if portrait mode is important for you. So around 11 or 12K, I believe this Asus has got their algorithm right. And worth mentioning, this has that Snapdragon 636 processor like Redmi Note 5 Pro. But in Redmi Note 5 Pro, you can, at max, I can record video in 1080p, that is full HD. But on Asus Max Pro M1, I can record video in 1 second. I'll quickly show you in 4K. So let me switch on to video mode. Let's go to settings, and in the video quality, you can see that I can record the video in 4K. So definitely this is also a handy option. And under the camera application itself, you have a lot of modes and a lot of filters as well. So as you can see, you can browse through these modes, and you can select whichever is appropriate. So while you are in the camera application itself, I'll quickly show you another trick. So one thing is you can use the volume buttons as shutter button. So as you can see, you can use them to click pictures, which is definitely handy, I believe. Otherwise, you can also use any of the headphones which has a button to take on calls. So if you have this kind of headphone which has a button, so definitely you can use it to capture pictures. So this also definitely comes in handy. And next, guys, this has that face unlock feature like many other devices. So it's not that fast as Oppo Realme one, but it's pretty secure, guys. So if you close eyes, then it doesn't unlock, whereas on Oppo Realme one, it's pretty fast, but it's not that secure. So I'll quickly show you the demo of that. So as you can see, so if I close the eyes, then it won't open. So as soon as I open the eyes, it unlocks the device. So definitely this is pretty useful, but it's not the fastest I've seen. So as you can see, but it gets the job done. Even the fingerprint sensor is not the fastest I've seen. So as you can see, it has the delay of a second or so, which can be improved through OTA update. And apart from this, there are a lot of gestures available on Asus Max Pro M1. So if you go to settings and then system, then you have an option called as gestures. So as you can see, under Zen motion, you have double tap to turn on the screen, double tap to turn off the screen, and you can also swipe up to turn on the screen. And apart from that, you have a lot of gestures, 6 gestures actually. You can draw those letters on the off screen and you can directly open those applications. And you can also set which application you want to open for each letter. For example, if I write in W, then I can actually open Chrome as of now. Otherwise, I can choose other applications. So you have long list of applications. So all the installed applications will show over here. So for example, I have installed Modern Combat 5. You can see that it's shown here. So I've also installed chess application. So as you can see, this also is being shown here. So all the third-party applications would be shown here. So you can open those applications. You can customize and open those applications by drawing these letters on the off screen. I'll quickly show you that how it works. So as you can see, if I double tap, it just goes to sleep. It turns off the display. And if I double tap, it again wakes up the screen. So if I just hold it against the face, it just unlocks. I don't have to use the fingerprint sensor at all. So as you can, and another option to wake up the screen is to swipe up. So as you can see, you can just hold it against your face and it unlocks the device. So let's try and draw some letters. So as you can see, if I type in yes, it should open the settings application. You don't have to go to home screen and then tap on the settings icon. You can directly open that application. And quickly, let's try another one. So let's try and open the Chrome application. So as you can see, it directly opens the Chrome application. So definitely this is pretty helpful according to me. And this also has that blue light filter, guys. So if you go to settings and if you go to display, they have named it as night light. So definitely, generally, if you see, the display is pretty good, guys. It has very good viewing angle. So as you can see, and the display is crisp. It has very good oleophobic coating on this one. It's pretty smooth to operate. In the brightness department as well, it can get pretty bright under the sunlight, but not as dim as Redmi Note 5 Pro. But it's definitely a good display, guys. I'll quickly show you that blue light filter as well. So generally, if you see, it has that warmer tint to it, which is definitely good for eyes. And above that, you also have this night light, which should actually help you reduce the blue light, and which should be helpful for the eyes. So quickly, let's turn it on. So as you can see, it turns the display into this yellow tint, and this is definitely useful for the eyes. So let's, and you can also turn it on automatically, or you can customize the schedule from what time to what time, and you can also directly turn it on after the sunset. So this is also pretty helpful. This works based on the timing. And one more interesting thing which I liked about this Asus Max Pro M1 is the storage manager, which we can find under storage. So as you can see, this storage manager, if you turn this on, it automatically removes the photos which are like 90 days old. So if storage is important for you, as this is the 32 gig variant, then you can use this feature. So it will clear the junk, and if you feel that this is important option to use, you can definitely try this out as well. And like many other devices, this also has that split screen mode. So quickly, I'll show you the demo of that. This is helpful to enhance your multitasking abilities. So quickly, I'll just show you how it works. So you'll have to open 2 or more applications, and they should be in your multitasking tray. So click on any one of the application and then drag it onto the top, and you can use this multi-window feature. So you can browse and you can watch a video at the same time. So try this out, guys. It's definitely a very useful feature. Alright guys, as mentioned earlier, like Redmi Note 5 Pro, this comes with the Snapdragon 636 processor, which is a 14nm processor like Snapdragon 625. It's the improved version of Snapdragon 625, you can call it that way. And gaming on Snapdragon 636 was just amazing. I've appreciated it on Redmi Note 5 Pro, and it's no exception on Asus Max Pro M1. Gaming is just amazing. I've played some heavy games like Modern Combat 5, and you can easily play all the high-end games. And one more good thing which Asus has done is pricing. Redmi Note 5 Pro is available at 15K, and this is available at around 11K or so. The base variant is available at 11K, and at that price, this processor definitely makes this device perfect for gaming, guys. So if gaming is your main priority, then Asus Max Pro M1 is definitely one of the best options available in the budget segment. Next, this has that dedicated SD card slot. That is, in total, it has triple slots wherein you can add 2 SIM cards and 1 micro SD card, which is definitely helpful according to me. And I always appreciate brands which provide this dedicated SD card slot, because I believe that cheapest way to expand the storage is through micro SD card. And if brands provide, I definitely appreciate that. Redmi Note 5 Pro on the other hand has that hybrid SIM tray, wherein you can add 2 SIM cards or 1 SIM and one micro SD card at any given time. I had mentioned that in the cons section, but I really appreciate Asus for providing that triple slots. Next, there are some quick tips and tricks. Might be many people know that, but also I'll try and mention those. So you can single swipe to get the notification tray. You can use the 2 fingers to get the quick toggles. You can also edit these quick toggles. So you have that edit button over there. So click on that. So you can add these options onto the main menu, which actually is displayed. So as you can see, you can add these things and it would be displayed on the main menu. So as you can see, so you have all those things. In this way, you can edit these quick toggles as well, which is definitely helpful. And one more important thing is you can change this home screen into landscape mode. I'll quickly show you how to do that. You can press and hold and go to home settings, and you should enable this feature. Now, before you enable this feature, make sure that the portrait mode, you have that auto rotate option. So click on that, enable the auto rotate, and then you enable this feature. So if you enable this feature, that is allow home screen rotation, so you can view the home screen in the landscape mode. So this is also helpful. If you want, you can use this feature as well. And finally, like many other devices, this also has that battery saver, so you can turn it on, and there are some options available. So you can turn it on automatically while the battery is at 5% or 15%. So this option is also pretty helpful. And another important thing, under the battery itself is you can also display the battery percentage. So as of now, you can see it's disabled. You have that option over here, battery percentage. So if you enable that, you can read the value, which is also pretty useful according to me. So that's it, guys. If you feel this video was informative, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, follow us on Twitter at RGHtechTv, subscribe to us on YouTube. Most importantly, thanks for watching, and I'll see you real soon.